welcome back to the Coco Mac Podcast. I am your host, Coco Mac, and this is episode 3. Today we're going to talk about our processes and what it takes to do something from start to finish without completely losing your mind. It's a trial and error process to come to terms with your need for efficient systems and your implementation of those systems post-creation. This last week, I've encountered some self-induced struggles that could have been avoided if I had optimized my life and systematized what I was planning to execute a little bit better. And I believe my failure to do those things to the point that they needed to be done, I think that had ultimately an impact on my mental health. The state of my mind went to places that are unfamiliar, and I am grateful that I can recognize that. And I just wanted to pass that on to start things off, because obviously we are our toughest critics. It's so much easier to see what's wrong with us than what's so right with us in times of difficulty. So whether that's learning a new program or starting a podcast or whatever it is, and those were situational things that I was dealing with that lowered my threshold for daily life, and I do want to work on that. So you're not alone. If you're feeling like you just can't get it right, and you're waiting for the signal that finally makes it clear that you'll never get it right, you're waiting for the wrong thing. Don't surrender to your own inadequacies, okay? Don't surrender to what's worse. Don't surrender to what is the worst about you in your own eyes. It's just a matter of making it a habit to focus on everything that's good about yourself and go from there. Don't build from I'm the worst person ever, because you're not. That's just an exaggeration. To summarize what I've been doing all week, basically making podcasts and then editing them and just feeling like they didn't land. In addition to being new to video editing, I'm new to video editing software and other technical difficulties that are weirdly affecting me. Definitely had an impact on me losing the plot. So the first podcast that I didn't end up publishing was about what Miley Cyrus is doing with her new talk show on Instagram Live. There are so many angles that it works from. So as a matter of her taking the reins of her own PR, that's not a very humanitarian first point, but it is really a great image control approach on Miley Cyrus's part. And I really appreciated her relatability, because she's had a very one-of-a-kind life, and her ability to recognize the universality of her struggles and her ability to broadcast what she does to cope, her ability to articulate what she's after, which is helping other people. It's really admirable, and it's rooted in really good intentions. So I'm here for it. In my next podcast, most likely, I'll break down what Miley premiered on her initial Instagram Live. And it's basically the Bright Minds approach. And since the start of her show, which she has since titled Bright Minded, it's branched out into a lot of really cool things. And it was just cool timing. I appreciate Miley for doing this, and it seems like something she looks forward to, and that's fun for her to do. And that's amazing because she's helping people feel less alone and she's informing people. So these are all amazing things, and I'm going to give it the attention it deserves. Miley Cyrus, hats off to you for this innovative step. It's really cool to see. Also, I'm inspired by her mug. So this is why we have this.